Привет, comrades! Welcome back to Stealthistan, where the work is never done. And with the comments that I received on the previous video, there is a lot more work to be done, as it turns out that the Soviet Republic of Stealthanistan is not quite the way that it should be set up. Starting with farm life. Capitalists love farm life, but we love work, so we're going to add another field. Because as it turns out, if your machines are not working, you need to add more field. So that is what I shall do. Add another big field. Now this big field should keep my workers busy for a while. I just need to make it fit. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to keep up with that accent, but I thought it was interesting to start with. Thank you guys for your comment section, or for your useful comments on the previous vid. It really helps out because, as you might imagine, I'm still learning the game. I'm still figuring out what works, what does not work, and how to make sure that everything operates as efficiently as possible. And I've come to realize that this setup that I have over here with the residential area is not ideal. So that needs to change, and I'll probably just set up another larger neighborhood down here, where I'll have a couple of bus stops, and with the bus stops in place, of course, a line from which I can pick up my workers. I have my oil refinery over here, and the oil refinery is providing quite a bit of fuel and bitumen, but, well, while it does seem to work, it's not working very efficiently. I need a lot more workers. So I'm a bit torn. Do I go for a new industry, which was suggested in the form of clothing industry, or do I simply go for a whole bunch more workers for this plant? And I think an easy way to do that is just to hire a bunch of people from the Soviet bloc. Because a lot of these places are not quite full, so I'm going to just hire a whole bunch more workers and make sure that these people have a place to work in the form of the oil refinery. It is going to cost me quite a bit of currency. The ruble is going to take a bit of a hit. But then again, I'm currently working, believe it or not, with the capitalists. Yeah, that must have been the KGB. I mean, I'm working with the communists. I'm a devoted follower to the Communist Republic, so this is all fine. Now, with additional workers, I should have enough to please Soviet Republic and produce more fuel for the Soviet Union, and, of course, a bit of export to the capitalists. But we'll not speak of that out loud, for fear of having another one of those on my door, and I'd really rather not have that. Now, this bus stop, I hope it's still big enough. We do have the workers sitting here. A decent amount of vehicles are coming this way. And all of these people still need church. Church. We have church in Stealthanistan. Is the church at work? Unable to visit, let's just see. We need more... We need more vodka, comrade. We are going to need to fuel the addiction of our workers. And I mean alcohol. Let's see if I can fit one of these things in here somewhere. I shall require a pub. Infrastructure. Yeah, that would be this. Alright, let's set up another pub. The first one is somewhere over here, I think. Where did I put that? Where is Glover? It's Soviet pub. Here. However, it cannot... Well, it can be reached by most, but it's pretty full. So I'll set up another. Especially with the large influx of new bio workers, it's probably going to be a pretty decent investment, and I will buy this with the capitalist dollars. Time to reattach that power line before people start complaining about such mundane issues as not having light in your room. Give me a break. Set up the wrong power line here. Fuck. It's really difficult working in the dark. Road, asphalt road. Are you kidding? As for the road suggestions, some people are saying only build mud paths. Other people are saying, no, don't just build mud paths in your town. It's just going to cause a mess. Please, actually, don't build mud paths and just build asphalt roads right away. So, yeah, which is it? Can't be both. Alright, this new block is going to be ready. We have a lot of workers here, but the building is without power supply. Some of them, anyway. Now, we also have the bus platform over here. There are tons and tons and tons of workers, but they are not quite getting transport. So let's get a big vehicle. And let's get these people to their place of work. I can buy one with $1. And this is just so we can take this vehicle apart and inspect it. So we can reconstruct it as a better Soviet vehicle. This should pick up a lot of workers and ship them to the oil refinery, where they will allow the Soviet production of fuel and or bitumen. Bitumen is one of those waste products. Right. I have been informed as well that you can pick up your resources over here to be dropped off at a place where you need them. So let's see if I can actually get that to work. I will buy a Soviet vehicle for this, because if a capitalist vehicle comes out of this place, we might get that hole on the door much sooner than I would have hoped. So let's say that I want you to pick up stuff from here. And I want you to drop it off over here. I want you to load, well, pretty much anything. No, not vehicles. Prefab panels, steel, and boards. And I want you to unload everything. Wait until unloaded. Execute. This should be cheaper than keeping a manual stock or keeping an automatic stock of all of this stuff. Limit amount. Yeah, okay, everything at 16 to 17%. So that should keep that truck busy and make sure that I don't pay all sorts of excesses in order just to get my money's worth. And let's see, there we go. Glorious fuel being produced, as well as bitumen. Now, let's set up the power, because the people over here might need a bit of power. And I don't mean power to the people. Well, some of it, but not all of it. Yes, set this up here. Make that a medium voltage line. Like that. And then we're going to work in a block form. And I'll set up a few more buildings on the other side. More stylish Soviet flats. One. No, I do not want to build using dollars, thank you very kindly. We are just going to use the construction industry that I have myself. Kindergarten. I'll add a school. This is a school. But the school seems to be full. Let's add another. And I will need a bus stop. Otherwise, my workers will not be able to get to their place of work, which would be an absolute waste of potential. Let's put that over. Let's see, these guys. Oh, never mind. They might be able to walk that way. Yes, they will all be able to walk to this bus stop. I will also set up over here a pub, because we have to keep workers happy. And workers get happy with vodka. That much is obvious. If I set that up here, it might be within walking distance. Yeah, see? Workers are properly motivated to take a walk if there's vodka to be had. I will cancel the construction here. I will set up another road. And then I should be able to fit that thing in a position where it's going to serve more vodka. I mean people, where it's going to serve more people. Equipment, pub. That footpath is in the way. It's easier to relocate the footpath than the whole pub. Verify. Yes, most can get there. Most, not all. Now, the construction offices are going to be very busy for a while. Let's see how the plant is doing. I'm going to need a lot more trucks here. Because we are currently generating a lot of fuel and a lot of bitumen, and it's not being transported. Or at least not quickly enough. Let's have another... Yeah, I think Soviet vehicles draw less attention here. Oil tank. Preferably something relatively quick. This is W50 with 9 liters of oil and 9 liters of bitumen. This is 60 kph but carries more. That's the power plant. We got the cistern, 80 kph, 9 tons, which is very similar to this one. I will buy 4 more trucks. And I will get one of these vehicles. I believe you are one of the lucky ones. And I will copy that schedule to these new vehicles. Alright. Bring in the dollar. I mean, export some to the capitalists. Just not too much, because we still need enough for the Soviet Republic. Now the workers are very quickly progressing on the construction over here. This is prefab 16 and prefab 17. And hopefully, with that new stockpiling that I'm doing, I won't actually be spending too much. Let's see, what have I been importing? Last month. That's delivery costs. A bit of meat, prefab panels, and steel. Ideally, I'd set up my own steel production, but that is a big industry. It takes quite a lot of workers. How many workers are not working? 380. Maybe I don't need a knock at my door. Maybe they need a knock at their door. These workers cannot work because there's no kindergarten. Ugh. No kindergarten. Again? Fine. We shall set up another kindergarten. I should look forward to the time when these kinders can entertain themselves without the constant need for the kindergarten. Let's see, it was this building, that building, but mostly this one. And that one. Alright, I'll set it up closer there. If I were to build one with dollars, 7,000. That's about one haul of fuel. Okay, footpaths. Now have a footpath-ish coming out of here. There. Now I can stash my mini workers at the kindergarten and wait for them to become actual workers. This should allow more people to get to work there, from 380 to 320. Low education level, no kindergarten. Looks like we're gonna have to fix more places for our mini workers, because we are losing a lot of potential here. 22 workers, 12 workers, 9 workers, 33 workers. How can I fit this in here somewhere? Maybe here on the back. But it would be nice to work on that particular problem when there's actually daylight out there. Alright, the fuel's been exported. Now the bitumen. Bitumen's getting loaded up as we speak. And the income, well, we're breaking pretty much even dollar-wise. We've exported 87,000 worth of dollar, and that's mostly fuel and a decent amount of bitumen. Still don't know whether it's bitumen or bitumen. Alright. I have to redo this line. It's getting in the way too much. And now, if I set up a kindergarten, I should have a capacity to fit quite a lot more mini workers in here. So if I spin that and put that here, put up a footpath. Into here. Yeah, that should work. There. Building's connected, building constructed. Bring on the mini workers. This one's not quite set up as I would like. Can you reach that? You can reach that. Alright, bring on the mini workers. And the big workers are going to go right there. Workers available, 219 unemployeds. 9 workers can't work, no kindergarten. Oh, imagine that. Another block of buildings is complete. The current block is without power. So that's something I'll have to look into. And I also interrupted power supply here. Or did I? Where's that power line going? This building is without power supply. Right. Well, since I've put up these things, I've learned a few new tricks. I can just delete part of this. I can set up an electrical switch. And I can connect that this way. I'll build that using dollars. I can set this up like this and this like that. And if I then remove this bit of infrastructure, these power lines aren't going anywhere anyway, I can then just connect that from here to there. And now it should have power again. Check. Unemployed workers, 168. The amount of unemployed workers is going down, and that is exactly how things should be in Stealthanistan. Now, keep in mind that the Soviet Republic works, or rather the Stealthanistan Republic works with 5-year plans, which means that these videos too are on a very efficient schedule. And that means that the next video is already recorded by the time that you are watching this glorious video. So any comments will be taken into account in a future video, but not the one following directly after this, to make sure that I can still do things efficiently and practically. Now the power supply here needs to be fixed. That sewing is complete. Very good. The power supply. This one is powered, this one is not, this one is stopped because there are prefab panels missing. Would you like to inform me how that is possible? That's the construction office. Here. The W50 open trailer. It is currently carrying a bit of everything. Let me set up another W50. Open hull. W50 open trailer. Stop. Where is my W50 open trailer vehicle? You. Copy. Paste. Paste. You. Copy. Paste. Start. Start. Execute. We are still importing resources in ruble. Which one is that? What am I currently spending on? Alcohol, meat, and food. Understood. I would like to buy that using dollars instead. That's one. I know it is very much counterintuitive, but I would like to rely on dollars a bit more. Because the dollars are the things that I currently have quite a lot of. Whereas my amount of ruble is going down. We still have shoppers here. Are you guys importing anything? No, you are not. Right. Power supply. I was only getting mildly distracted. Let's set up the road first. Some other infrastructure's in the way. What? Okay, where can I attach that one? Here. That substation. It's not going to be easy, but I might just be able to loop it past that field. And then across, turn, and here. Power is supplied. No kindergarten available. Correct. The school and the kindergarten are still under construction. Project is expected to complete momentarily. We are still importing stuff from the Soviet Union. Food. Tell me. Why are we still importing food and alcohol? This is the electronics store. That's the pub. You're still using ruble. Stop using ruble. You're still importing using ruble. You need to do that using the capitalist currency. There. The counter for the ruble has just stopped. And the counter for the dollars is going up. There is a lot of bitumen ready for export here. They are allowed to pick up either resource, so this should start exporting, but I think we are just very efficient at producing bitumen. Maybe slightly so. Maybe I need to set up another vehicle. And here's the problem. The US does not have any vehicles that I can buy. Our capitalist enemies, sort of. Copy those plans to you, and you can also start. Now, ideally, I would have a train station here. So I have a train going from here to there. But I wouldn't really know how to loop that through. Because it's just not going to be easy to put that around the town. It would have to go here, and then through there. And then I'd have to set up a loading platform. Let's see, where are the intake pipes for this one, or the output pipes for this one? Here. So the train station would have to come over there. Now, let's say that I would want to do something like that. I would have railways. I would have a train loading depot. So that would go input to here. Then I would have a concrete railway. It goes here, turns left, goes to there, goes across, turns left again. And it should fit under the power line, but it doesn't quite. More power line. And then I would go right to that export point. So I'd cross the road again. And this would cost me a total of $65,000. That is actually not bad. I can start using trains. Purchase. Go. I will have to set up that power line again. Because I might be cutting off neighborhoods at this point. Connected. Purchase using dollars. And I bulldozed another one out of the way. Which one was it though? Maybe I have a surplus of power lines. Because nothing is complaining that it doesn't... Oh, here, this doesn't have power. Yeah, but now you do. You're fine. Okay. All trucks. Cease your operations. These are coming in... Yep, okay. Sell the vehicle. Cistern truck. Sell the vehicle. Sell the vehicle. We are going to use trains. I thought that the trains were going to get a lot more expensive, but it turns out they're not. Interestingly, I think I hit buy for ruble instead of buy for dollar. Because my amount of dollars is still going down very slowly. This should be bought using dollars. Right. Now, how do I store this stuff? Because I would need 2 intermittent positions where I can store it. This is an input. This is going to bring it to the refinery. But I need an output. And I would need that there. I need 2 of them. 1 for the bitumen and 1 for the oil. So I'll have to remove this pipeline. Set up 1 here. And set up another one there. Can't build due to existing infrastructure? Like what? Oh, that. I don't want that one. Now, assigning this pipeline. We'll just have to go up. This pipeline cannot be here. Pipeline. Start. Shit. It's too long. That is bad news. I have to take a bit more shortcut. Yes. And you can go connect there. You connect there, you connect there. Excellent. Alright, buy this using dollars. Because we cannot really get there with a truck anyway. I want to buy that using dollars. I want to buy that using dollars. The amount of dollars is going down pretty hard, but that's alright. I want you... Let's say empty everything. Yes. I want you to be storing bitumen. I want you to be storing fuel. There we go. Now it's all divided. And now we have both bitumen and fuel available. Which is lovely. But there is one important part missing from this particular section, and that would be a train. I'm gonna need a train depot. And I'll put that down where it's not too much in the way, hopefully. I'll just buy that as well, considering I still have a fair amount of dollars available. And I'll buy that using dollars, and now I can buy a train. Alright. The US are only offering me a cement tank. No thank you. I will require a diesel locomotive. And this one has to be able to pull quite a bit. Engine power 1250. Strong Soviet engineering. 1360, but slightly less quick. Let's go for 1250. Then, cargo wagons. I am out of ruble. Great. I will require 200,000 ruble. Alright, train. Listen up. You will go there. And you will go here. Now, I do not know if it's capable of blending its cargo. Oh, bitch, please. The first stop is unreachable. Fine. I will remove that stop. I'll tell you to go there first, and then I'll tell you to go here. Are you happy now, train? Now it's a happy train. And here we go. The train is now capable of picking up oil and or bitumen, depending on what's available. 480 tons of it. There is currently an availability of 7 tons of bitumen and 13 tons of fuel. So between those vehicles, I should be able to export quite a bit to the capitalists. Now there's currently nothing to export, so this should be a quick trip. Whoop, there we go. Welcome to the Soviet Republic in the dark. The Stealthanistan Republic, I mean. Now let's see what the train picks up. Nothing? Oh, it's set to unload. Load, you idiot. The hell? Load that. And that. Try again. Maybe I have a bit too much capacity for this train with 480 tons. What? It's almost like it can't reach it. But it is accepted as a stop. It does have power. What the hell? That's the customs house. Unload. That and that. Load. That and that. What is your problem? Do we need to come knocking? Are you refusing to export to the capitalists? Soviet ethic is strong with this one. Good man! Loading fuel, loading bitumen. Good man. Still 12 tons of fuel. I think we're still producing a bit. Yes. And now this train has a value of 23,000. Good. Alright, comrades. I say we have progressed sufficiently for one episode. I thank you for your attention and your suggestions on how to make the glorious Republic of Stealthanistan better. And I shall see you next week for the next episode.